podcast community and module 5. Congratulations. You are a performer. You are a special person for investing in yourself. And being in this course tells me you value relationships and you want a brighter future. So I want to congratulate you. We have one more bonus section after the final section, but on Module 5, Leveling Up Your Peer Group, we're going to talk about audit, rate, and rotate quarterly. What you measure, you're going to improve. What you measure, you're going to improve. So if you're in a position where you're measuring quarterly, you're leveling up your peer group course and strategy, you'll have a brighter future. You'll grow your relationships. You'll grow your business. Healthy business, healthy impact. Because the people in our community want to make an impact on the world. And you got to have a healthy business to do that. And relationships are going to be critical. Let's talk about audit. Audit, rate, and rotate quarterly. Now, systematically reflect on your peer group's alignment every 90 days. I like to go in spurts for a quarter or 12 weeks. I think we're better, or I know we're better, when we go in spurts. Can you work pedal to the floor every single month, every single day? You can, but you want to be able to be feeding yourself motivation, feeding yourself in getting better, being excited. We talk about the 4 human drivers of aligness, connection, meaningful purpose, and personal growth. That personal growth is critical. So, how do we rate our peer group? So we break it into 10 categories. You'll see more on it. You may not be able to see it on the screen. Let me see if I can make this a little bigger. Maybe you can. Okay. So on the screen, when you look at happiness, healthier, and I'm right here in this section right here. These are the rating 1 to 10. You got to always rate things, not that you're judging, but if you hang around people that are healthier, chances are you'll be healthier. If you hang around people that do drugs, possibly you're probably going to be drugs, because we don't even know the associations that we have such an impact on us, but they do. That's why birds flock together. You've heard that. Stay together. Healthier people flocking together, stay together because they're healthier. And you look at happiness. You want to be around happy people because it reflects on you. If you're around people that are always complaining and pulling you down, you'll be pulled down with them. So when you look at the 10 areas, I'm going to go over them quickly and you can look at it in the notes here. But happiness, healthier, worldly, that means people with diverse thinking, empowerment, and that, hey, look, if you hang around people that travel, you probably want to travel. So, stretch, grow, empowered. That you can look it up, but to empower people that are empowered, they're ambitious, they're moving, they're getting things done. Hang around those people. Faithful, lean into your faith, grow in your faith. Fulfilled, people that are fulfilled. I feel that I am, but I'm still growing. Skilled. What skill do you want to learn? I'm learning chess right now. Just because my friend Jim Rapps challenged me when he is a chess champion. I get him in high school, but he's a whole lot better than I am. And playing chess with him helps me to, one, critically think, learn something new, and learn from somebody that's good. Because if I want to be like him, I've got to practice and I've got to hang around him. Enriched. People that are enriched, rate them 1 to 10. I always want you to rate them because you have to intentionally put this course in action, because the average person, and we said this in session 1, has 1 to 2 friends at the end of their life. 1 to 2. Because they're not intentionally growing. They're not intentionally leveling up. They're not intentionally going through these 10 categories to get better. And we talk about the alignment. If all of a sudden you're hanging around negative people, you'll be negative. If you're hanging around people that complain, you'll probably be a complainer. So that's why we take these 10 categories and we want you to rate them. Rate them so you always are leveling up. If you call somebody and they're complaining, now maybe that happiness might be lower. And you want to say, but maybe they're great in another area. And you don't have, nobody's perfect. Everybody's working on themselves. At least most people are. And you can tell. Connected, you want to be more connected. Hang around people that are connected. Because you'll learn something. You'll learn how to build relationships. You'll learn how to add value to relationships. Those are the kind of things that will grow your network. And then finally, galvanized. Okay. So these 10 areas, rate them. And quarterly, you want to go back. I keep a list of 150 people. And it's constantly changing, because I always want to level up, and I always want to evaluate, did that person is it, because you can't be friends with 500,000 people and have meaningful relationships. So if you look at that 150 and you keep leveling up in that group and you're intentional about it, you'll grow deeper quality relationships on a more intentional level. Okay, so letting go of stagnant and misaligned relationships. We talked briefly about it, but sometimes people are not sometimes, people will pull you down if you let them. So that's why you've got to be very aware of the people that are going to pull you up, add to your life, make your life better in all those different areas we've just discussed. And if a person doesn't want to grow, that's their decision. It's not up to you, it's their decision. So sometimes you have to not, disown people. Always be respectful, but be aware of the time you're investing, because your time is your most precious thing you have. We only have 24 hours in a day, and we're only here for a short while. So you want to make a big impact? Be aware of the people that are stagnant. Be the people aware that don't believe that they're just tearing you down. And when you look at those 10 areas, they're different. They're diverse. The trouble what we're seeing out there is they're only hanging around with people that are the way they are. I used to know a person when I was at Overture, and he would meet with people on the Zoom call, and I said, hey, I'll join you. And he never took me up on it. It was just people that were just like him. And that's not going to help you to grow. It's not that the person is not a good person, but if you're not intentionally leveling up, having some diversity in your life, being intentional about the kind of people that influence you, because you are being influenced, whether you like it or not, either in a bad way or a good way. Why not do it in a more positive, good way? Make the world a better place by you growing and changing and inviting new people into your circle. I put 50 people, and I'm always kind of trying to stretch out and meet new people. People that are aligned with me, people I like. I go to Rotary on Thursday morning. That's the kind of people that I like to be around. People that are making an impact. When you walk into the room, you know you're in a special place because the people enjoy being there. They're making an impact. They're fun. They're exciting. And it's the best time of the week for me because I'm around 75, 80 people that are making an impact in the community and the world and that are giving back. That's the kind of people you want to build your relationships with, as opposed to going with somebody maybe they listen to the news all day long. Well, that's negative stuff. So it's going to program yourself in a negative way. So be careful what you put into this. You are what you listen to. You are what you read. You are who you hang around with. So be aware of what's influencing you. And if you are, you'll be a better person. Okay. So the activities quarterly peer group scorecard. I have a scorecard. I have a sheet. And I intentionally am tracking in a way that I can know that I'm leveling up. Is it perfect? No. Will I get better? Yes. And that's the kind of thing you want to have. So set your next quarterly relationship goals. It's critical. How many coffees do you want to have? How many podcast guests do you want on your show? Because if you embrace podcasting as a way to grow your business, the future will be bright. You'll be around cool people with great stories because you're inviting people you would want to know more about and want to build a relationship with. And if you do that, that allows you to build a thriving community of people that want to make an impact. All right. Could be attend a live event. Being there, like we had our live event this past Saturday. We have monthly live events because we want people to connect, to grow, to learn how to speak from a platform. And if you always lean into conquering your fears, you're going to make a bigger impact on yourself and the world. Thriving community of people making an impact. It's a beautiful thing. The future is bright. Now I look forward. I'll have one more bonus session for you. So look forward to covering and wrapping up our 5 modules. The future is bright. You are the magic and anything's possible. Dream big, make an impact, and have fun. Be bold.